also a trophy which they hope to claim come the end of this. 3 changes from the side that defeated Kaizer Chiefs midweek. Defenders Putoul and Lebusa get a break with Grant Kekana and Aubrey Modiba drafted in. This will be Kekana's first start of the season. Junaid Said is out injured, which means Busi Sabir debuts for his new side after joining from Stellenbosch.
He gets a yellow card before the game starts.
So knockout football is back. It's the first piece of silverware of the season on the line as we get underway here.
I don't think so, but that's the tactical battle in that midfield.
Could be trouble here. Tabo Mokoena goes down under the challenge. Time now.
Excessive force. Mistimes his tackle. Gets the man.
Allende with the cross, just over the head of Ribeiro. Might have helped it on towards Modiba. He sought to pick out myself, Mokoena. Maseko trying to work the space to shoot. In the end, just clips it through. It's always going to be difficult. Makubela versus 4 players.
I thought he should have looked for a foul. He did not have enough support.
Good strength and a wonderful take from Maseko, who can't fire off a bit enough shots. Or pass. Mayema onto it. Good ball in from Mayema, and waiting to tuck it away was Tapelo Maseko, but Vusi Sapir touching it behind.
He was in control throughout that move. That is Sibia for Swallows, but look at that cut back from Mayema. But Sevilla, awareness, he has scanned, he knows where the Sundowns players are coming from, but a good run made by him.
Exploits in between the lines, which has been difficult up to now with Swallows hitting back, but that's a lovely pass for Tembazwane. He's got it out of his feet, and Mokoena cushioned into the feet of Zwane. 2021, when the Mamelodi Sundowns won it, it ended what was a 14-year wait for success in the top 8. Prior to that, they'd last won it in 2007. The competition was in its final years, the SAA Super 8. Now, Swallows with an opportunity to open the scoring here. Can't find a teammate. Given away to Mokoena. Taken nicely by Ribeiro. And they're queuing up here, Daniel Ekpeng. Right behind that shot from Mayema. Allende also on the scene. There was maybe just momentary confusion over who would take the responsibility there.
Again, Ribeiro finding space in between the pockets. Mayema uses the run that is being made by Allende to create space for himself. He cuts inside, he's looking for that.
Allende, Mayema combine. Sees his cross turn behind for a corner. Space for Zwane. Kekana. Vala. Allende. Now Mokoena has a goal. Save from Ekpe. He fires it back towards goal to wide. Into this encounter, but football is a game of adaptation, and that's precisely what his side will try and do.
They need to adapt to the situation because coming in and down and is their key man, is their captain.
Oh, effort from range. It's just wide of the mark. That was a corker from Tabo Mokoena.
You can't give him so much space and time because of the technique that he has. They need to press the ball better. That is Swallows when it gets central. One of them has to go out, and in this instance, this is earlier on when miscommunication between Sibia and also Akpe. In this instance, look at the ball rotation from Sundowns. you need somebody putting pressure on Mokoena, because we have seen him score those. He has got the technique, he has got the power. They need to close him down. And
save out of him. Pretty much the last kick of the second half. This time his efforts about a foot wide as Themba Zwane intercepts. Ribeiro continues on, and here's Zwane! The talismanic skipper strikes to give Mamelodi Sundowns liftoff in the MTN8 quarterfinal.
That's Themba Zwane for you, leading from the front, opening his account for the season. It's a transitional goal from Mamelodi Sundowns. It's a goal from break attack. It's Mutali that loses the ball in that midfield. You don't lose the ball against Mamelodi Sundowns in that central corridor. As soon as they lose it, look at how Ribeiro drives forward. Themba Zwane makes the run away from the ball, and then he cuts back to be able to receive it on the other side. It's very tight, and when it's tight, you give the advantage to the attacking team. Good transitional goal coming from Mamelodi Sundowns. Good drive from Ribeiro. Themba Zwane with that deft touch to be able to finish and give Mamelodi Sundowns the lead.
The slightest hint of offside. Ribeiro did well there. With Mchali looking to claw him down. I'm not sure if Mchali's actually gone in.
Moving the ball from the pressure area to the non-pressure area, changing the point of attack, that is Mamelodi Sundowns, something that they're doing a little bit better in the second half. Mokoena being at the heart of all of that. Abbas finding the space on the wide areas. Great save by Akpe, good positioning, good reflex save. Swallows are defending too deep. Swallows are sitting on that penalty box now, which is something that they were not doing in that first half. That's why they're inviting pressure.
Bero's take. Allen gets his head on it. Modiba now. Modiba's ball in, and an offside flag is
to link up with the Allende and the Zwane. Then you're in trouble. I just feel that Steve Kompela, maybe the legs are tiring a bit from Solos.
Ribeiro, great feet. Zwane, tight angle, but he's been able to fire off a shot. Saved by Daniel Ekpe.
I'm not sure, Grant, but I think it's because of the legs. The legs are going from the Swallows team. They're defending too deep, and when you're defending too deep, Themba Zwane will find pockets like he's finding in this moment, and that is where the danger is. Earlier on, in the first half, they were defending a little bit higher. It was frustrating for Sundowns because they were not able to find the spaces in between the lines, because the midfield line and the defensive line were very compact. Now there's a lot of gaps between the midfielders and the defense. See the gaps, the distances between the lines for Swallows in the second half. They've played for the longest time with the men down. I can understand the legs are tiring, and that's why Sundowns are going to be able to toy with them like that now, because they're not defending as a unit. They're not as compact as they were earlier on, and I guess it's only the third game of the season. They won't be able to keep that discipline for the whole 90.
Allende can't bring it under his spell. Set for Mokoena.
He has to be in the...
Well, with the fixture list that Mamelodi Sundowns have, the schedule that they have, probably won't be long before we see him playing in a more natural central position as Abbas turns it on to Allende. He's fizzed it forward here for Lesibanku, an opportunity for Sundowns to put the finishing touches on this match. Zwane to Shalolile to Mabena. He's only got a toe on that.
Do you hear what the supporters are saying, Grant? Vargila's born. the last ball of the team, you can't really judge him much. Let him play with that freedom. Nko driving the team forward, finding Tembazwan was dropped into that pocket. All that play from Shalulile, the youngster does the step over, then takes a shot. Unlucky not to get it on target. He seems rushed every time he's in position this afternoon. He's usually very comfortable on the ball.
So we've gone past the 8 allotted minutes at the end of the 90. Gabriel Mahango teasing Batusi Albas, gets the better of him here. Zungu to Allende and back to him, and there's the final whistle. So Mamelodi Sundowns are through to the semi-finals